Well, one of Australia's most recognisable cheese brands, King Island Dairy, will soon be no more after parent company Saputo Dairy Australia made the decision to close the facility in mid-2025. President of TasFarmers, Ian Sauer, says the decision is a kick in the guts for suppliers. He joins us now from Launceston. Ian, I imagine just devastating news for Tasmanian dairy farmers this morning.
Oh, look, incredibly disappointing, very, very sad, particularly for the farmers and the community on King Island. This is going to have a significant social and economic impact.
And how will this affect the community down there on King Island as well?
Well, look, it's going to affect economically. You know, there's 60 jobs that are associated with that dairy. There are 4 dairy farms, 2 owned by Saputo, 2 by private farmers, 2,000 odd dairy cows. So that's significant in itself. If this happens in a major city, Launceston, Melbourne, Sydney, losing 60 jobs or even tripling that, the impact wouldn't be really felt. But this is going to be significantly felt. It's a small island. It's a small, well-knitted together community, so the impacts are going to be large. What TasFarmers want to see is Saputo show some really good corporate responsibility, and now that they've said they're going to sell the brand and the dairy, to try and find a buyer. I mean, more people will know about it. So we want to see that is the best thing that could happen. If that can't be happened, again, we're calling for good corporate responsibility. The Saputo need to be helping those farmers transition into new enterprises on the island, which will be more than likely beef.
Yeah, well, just 1,700 people on the island, you know, a tiny community. Saputo says it's spent 10 months intensively reviewing all the options. Do you accept that, Ian? Have they tried every avenue to find a buyer here?
Look, I can't look into their business model. They've made a commercial decision. They've said that the King Island Dairy isn't profitable for them. However, what we do know in Tasmania and around Australia, there are other boutique dairies producing cheese and dairy products, and they're doing that very well. So we think the same can happen on King Island. We want to see Saputo work to find a buyer that will be invested into the King Island brand, which is not only known in Tasmania and the mainland, it's internationally recognised. So we think we can see that brand grow. Sometimes big corporates don't want to get involved in the smaller boutique stuff. They're just after volume. We think this is a brand that's well worth keeping.
Certainly recognised by so many Australians. Just briefly, Ian, how would dairy farmers go transitioning their business model to beef? Is that even possible if there's not a solution here?
Oh, look, it is possible. King Island produces some of the best beef in the world, so you know the skills and the knowledge to grow beef on King Island is there. But you know, farmers on King Island have invested themselves into that dairy and into the dairy industry for decades, and significant skills and expertise, and even in the dairy itself, you know, significant skills and expertise to produce those world-renowned cheeses. So that's where we think it should keep going, is producing world-recognised cheeses.
Ian Sauer from TasFarmers, thanks very much.
Thank you.